Garuda Lee, thank you for the 5. I just saw a really hot chick, and all I could think of was, don't get a boner. Then she did, and my day is ruined. Hey, thanks for the $5 stuff. Oh, sorry, I wasn't muted.
Oh, 10 of it.
Jesus Christ.
Not in it. Some big names, though. We got Summit, Josh. We got HD, Nick A30. We got Ninja, Huskers, Visions, Chaco. Then we got Linden and Trainwreck, Rogue. I mean, it's a fantastic tournament, but no Shroud. You know why? Hey, Doc. Hey, Doc. What's the format? I think that format sucks. Playing in the... Doc. Playing in that Twitch Rivals tournament, it was lots of RNG for 4 hours, and I couldn't even go pee-pee. There was no time to go pee-pee. Doc, I can't play in this Code Red tournament. I just don't think the format's right. Thanks, Doctor. All right, bye. Pause music. I know. I have a big announcement. Ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I should. It's kind of a big announcement. It's kind of a big announcement. I have the solution for Call of Duty moving forward. I do. I have a solution. You ready for it? Think about it. Now it's going to be like a lot of pros. Like there's going to be a lot of pros that might respond to this in a negative way, and that's fine, right? The whole pro scene, Call of Duty pro scene, and they might respond to it, right? The Call of Duty community might respond to this but I'm not like you're talking to a hardcore Call of Duty guy, right? Like first and foremost, I'm Call of Duty, and I always want to see that franchise succeed. It's a fantastic franchise. It got me really amped up back in the old Xbox days, playing Call of Duty 2, free-for-alls, etc. And then being a part of it as a developer. But I'm telling you right now, you look at what Apex Legends is doing. You look at Fortnite and what they're doing, right? And you look at sort of the engine of Call of Duty. And you look at the potential of the game. Even with them making BR, they're big announcement. Ready? Big announcement. Here we go. I have a solution. And I'm telling you right now, people are going to hate it. Call of Duty should go third person. I repeat, Call of Duty should go third person. Now, before you jump on the gun, let me tell you something. As a extremely gorgeous and very talented, super high creative, just IQ 5,000 designer that worked on the franchise, I'm telling you right now, there were times where I played the game in third person using some debug tools that we had, and I built some arenas to match it for third person with the boost jump mobility. I know, now you're probably thinking, Doctor, you're way overhead. I'm telling you right now. Third person boost jump is absolutely incredible. And to play a battle royale or a massive, large-scale game with Call of Duty's mechanics in a third person with either boost jump mechanics or something similar to it. And maybe it doesn't even have... I guess the main point I want is third person. I think Call of Duty should go to third person. I'm straight up like go third person. Just go third person. And I don't care. if you're immediately not even giving it a thought, if you're immediately going, yikes, yeah, right, doctor, you're not thinking deep enough, man. You got to think deep. You have to go trust me, I've thought about it so much. Even as a designer at the studio, moving years ago. I'm telling you right now, I think Call of Duty needs to go to third person. I do. Are there any third person military shooter games out there that are as just super fluid with mechanics as Call of Duty? We know Call of Duty is super fluid first person. Imagine taking that fluidity and transferring it to a third person experience. And then dominate the microtransaction game. I'm telling you, there's an opportunity. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'll say about the subject. Hey, doctor, what's that say on your cup? Says the doc. Says it right there, the doc. Can you tell us why it will make it better in third person? Sure. Because I just pretty much just set an idea without really going into detail on why. If you look at it from the franchise standpoint, what else can they possibly do with that engine? I don't know. I don't know what engine. I don't know what they're doing with Blackout. Obviously, there's some new tech there, allows them to big, larger scale map. They don't have to worry about distances and LODs and all that stuff. I don't know. They did something crazy with the engine, but there's just not like there's just. I don't know, man. It's one of those like it's hard to explain a gut feeling. You know what I mean? Like for example, Picasso. He like ask him what were you thinking when you painted that? You think he's gonna say, "Well, on my mind, I was thinking I was gonna do that." No, it's just a gut, natural, instinctual decision. Organic decision that he's making it in real time. And I feel you got to trust my gut on this one. You got to trust $1 billion franchise. Like just trust me. I know it's $1 billion franchise. Just trust me. Okay. I can't explain it. That's all. I think Call of Duty should go third person. There's not like a super fluid third-person shooter game, other than Fortnite. You could say it's fluid, but like, is it like military fiction and fluidity of like transferring a first-person shooter into a third-person world in terms of the movement, the aiming system, all that stuff, and the actual design? No. What like SOCOM? I guess was that experience back in the day. I didn't play SOCOM very much. But there isn't. Like, what, Uncharted? Or Ghost Recon? Ghost Recon's mechanics were terrible. It was a fun game. But because the mechanics were so poor, it was kind of sluggish. Everything was like, take out your grenade. No, and I'm not talking like a third-person mode. I'm talking the entire the game that I don't know, comes out next year or, 3-year dev cycles, whatever. The game that comes out from, in 2 years. Let's say, for example, like if it's Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer Games, their game would solely be a third-person Call of Duty experience for that year. Like, might as well. Do it. I'm telling you, like, it's first-person games from a mainstream standpoint is too aggressive, especially for these kids. Right? It's too like hardcore. The perception, in my opinion, I feel like it's too hardcore. Right? How do you get away from that? Well, you back up the camera and you put some cool skins on a person. Like and plus third person is so relatable for this younger generation, because this younger generation, what are they playing? They're playing a third person game called Fortnite. And you got to capitalize on that audience. That's why. Right? Let's not, like, do I need to go into the detail? Like, I could continue to go on. I got an Excel worksheet here. And I got my notepad. I got bullets all over it. Boom, boom, bullet, boom, 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 boom. I mean, how many first-person shooter games are just sort of like, like the generic AAA sandbox approach now? There's too many of them. Way too many. Not enough third person. I love having these conversations to start off the stream, though. 26 million in here, and everyone's going, "Shut the fuck up, doctor! You don't know what you're talking about." A sick-ass, open-world, third-person, military-style shooter game would be pretty sweet right about now, with skins, the whole yards. The Division 2. See, here's it. Pause the music again. Division 2 to me feels just like how Ghost Recon feels. I keep talking about fluidity, like mobility, athleticism, mobility. Ghost Recon, the Division, they kind of fall in the same boat. Like they're very slow, sluggish mechanics, in my opinion. Yeah, the game design is probably a lot of fun. There's probably a lot of depth to the design and the modes and objectives, etc. Yeah, I get that. But it really starts with player mobility. And Call of Duty, first-person shooter game, has always been the best. Red X, thank you for the $5. These flappy gums and Shaq, Doc. I remember way back when you talked about controlling the flow of the game by adding Dead Space to the game, and look at Apex. All the ideas you had about BR games have to fruition. The third-person idea is spot on. Thank you, Red X. I've been talking about Dead Space since H1Z1, their very first map. And look what Apex did. Boom. 3 years later, they introduced lots of Dead Space, control of the map. And look at them, 25 million. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Red X, you almost got modded because I like you so much.